Next on Good Morning El Paso, could El Paso Children's Hospital be headed for bankruptcy? What it had to tell us as the deadline from UMC is just a day away.
The clock is ticking for Congress to fund the Department of Homeland Security. We'll take a look at how the possible shutdown would affect us locally.
And the latest on the Reyes Elementary flag saga, what the school district had to say about a mural with the American flag removed.
Where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
A very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Floren. Good morning, everyone. It's a gorgeous start to the day. Still early out there, we know, but anyway, you'll have to bundle up.
Exactly. Bundle up and just be prepared for some winds, right, Crystal?
Yeah, later today. Good news is you don't have to worry about them this morning. Winds are just at 3 miles per hour out of the west this morning in El Paso. Temperature-wise, looks pretty good. We're sitting at 42 degrees. We had that feel-like temperature into the 30s just a bit ago with slightly higher winds, but right now, not a big issue outside. Over to Las Cruces, winds at 8 miles per hour. That is making it feel like 31, although we're currently sitting at 37. Mostly clear conditions to start out your morning, and actually throughout today we're talking mostly clear to partly cloudy in areas with a cold front starting to move into place that will bring us the higher winds later today. There is a look at those mostly clear conditions. Some clouds, though, you see on the map moving in from the west. We're looking at the cold front actually moving in from the northeast. We'll talk more about that cold front, the winds it'll bring with it, but also the winds that we're looking at right into your weekend coming up.
All right, thanks, Crystal. To headlines now. The deadline for El Paso's Children's Hospital to accept UMC's term sheet is just a day away. Officials with University Medical Center went before commissioners yesterday discussing the plan laid out for Children's. In 30 days, UMC is threatening to pull the plug on certain support services it's providing Children's if no resolution is reached by tomorrow. The debt Children's owes UMC is growing by $33,000 a day. The county judge urged Children's Board to either agree or come up with a counteroffer as soon as possible. So here's what the plan entails. UMC is giving Children's the option of repaying just short of $50 million in exchange for absorbing the rest of the debt and in turn UMC acquiring a controlling interest in Children's. UMC also wants the hospital to appoint a new board of directors and designate a permanent, not interim CEO, which UMC would retain the right to select and, of course, remove.
And Hillary, the Children's Hospital, meanwhile, says UMC did not finish the mediation it started with Children's. Children's Board Chair Rosemary Castillo says it wants to present to commissioners what UMC and Children's agreed to during mediation. She says Children's officials and UMC came up with a term sheet last week different than what UMC presented to Children's this week. When asked if Children's is considering bankruptcy, Castillo would only say board members are, quote, looking at any and all options to make sure the hospital's integrity is preserved. Because of state law, there has to be 3 days of public notice before a government meeting. So the soonest Children's can meet with commissioners is next week after UMC's Friday deadline.
Imagine a country where everyone has access to fast internet and the government regulates the internet just like it regulates telephone service. Good morning, El Paso's Luke Liddon is live to explain how this could happen. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning, Hillary. It's called net neutrality and it's stirring up a large debate on both sides. Today, the FCC is likely to vote for a new set of rules for the internet. Internet service providers like Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile would have to act in the public interest when providing a mobile connection to your home or phone. And now, if passed, these providers won't be able to block or slow down apps, websites, or online services. For example, Verizon could not slow down Google Wallet or vice versa. Those against net neutrality say the rules are another way the government is butting into business. But the catch? The FCC is deciding it in secret, and it won't be official for months. Whatever the decision, future court battles and presidential appointments could reverse it. But for now, only time will tell. Back to you.
All right, Luke, thank you. It looks like lawmakers in the Senate don't want to be blamed for shutting down the Homeland Security Department. A 98-2 vote allows a funding measure to advance toward passage. But what the House will do is uncertain. Some conservatives are demanding the House only vote on a budget bill that also bars the president from taking executive action on immigration reform. Meanwhile, President Obama is urging illegal immigrants in the U.S. to keep planning for eventual relief. On a visit to Miami yesterday, the president said he's confident that his deportation directions will not be thrown out by court. by a court. Millions of immigrants in the U.S. illegally are waiting to see whether Obama's order shielding them from deportation will be upheld. A 26-state coalition led by Texas is suing Obama, alleging he overstepped his legal authority.
But what would happen if funding were to run out for DHS? Thousands of Border Patrol agents are among those bracing now for a possible shutdown. Our border reporter Angela Kocherga has more in this complete coverage.
More than 21,000 Border Patrol agents are among those affected if Congress fails to fund the Department of Homeland Security. The agents and other essential employees will still have to go to work, but they won't get paid.
Do we really want the people who are securing our border out there worrying about where their next paycheck is going to come from?
It's the same question asked by 3 Homeland Security secretaries at a joint press conference.
We would no more ask the men and women in harm's way in Afghanistan or the 3,000 boots on the ground combating ISIL to go out to provide safety and security in the interest of national security without pay. And I think it's a very appropriate analogy.
The paychecks of Homeland Security employees here on the border and elsewhere are in question because Congress and the president are clashing over immigration. Republicans refuse to provide funding unless President Obama backs away from his plan to shield about 5 million undocumented immigrants from deportation.
Don't hold Border Patrol agents' paychecks hostage because of an executive action that President Obama took.
Funding for the Department of Homeland Security ends Friday at midnight. Angela Kocherga, ABC 7.
It seems the controversy over a painted flag at Reyes Elementary School is over for now. The Canutillo School District is now focusing on getting the school open in time for fall. Now, this all started when a flag painted on the school was asked to be removed by developer Hunt Communities because they said it did not match the neighborhood. Hunt offered $10,000 for a flagpole to the district, but school board members rejected it, saying the school already has one. Now we know that Hunt Communities has given the board of directors a letter. Neither Hunt nor the board is making that letter public, but Hunt Communities told ABC 7 that letter contained our feelings on this matter and several potential solutions for the board's consideration. The district responded saying, quote, conversations among all parties continue in which we'll explore what's permissible based on the design and hopefully arrive at an appropriate solution in time for the first day of school in August. Happening today, construction is set to begin at Yucca Park. Lower Valley residents will be expecting a new and improved basketball court this fall. The 2012 Quality of Life bonds funded the $141,000 project. The project includes additional lighting, pathways, and park benches. That groundbreaking is scheduled for 4 o'clock this afternoon.
A live look at traffic right now. This is US 54 and Trans Mountain. Some color in the sky there. A nice shot at 6:08. And the best part, no traffic tie-ups.
The FBI director is warning America, saying every state now has homegrown radicals.
This after 3 men were arrested in New York. They're accused of plotting to kill the president.
And later in the newscast, a would-be bank robber decides to take a break during the robbery and just wait for police. We hear the 911 call.
Always some fantastic news in the morning, right? But it's not too early to think about the weekend right now.
And Crystal Clyde is standing by with a preview of our forecast. Crystal.
We'll talk about those winds, not just how they'll affect us today, but we'll check in on that weekend, both Saturday and Sunday for El Paso and Las Cruces.
Thanks, Crystal. This is ABC 7, where news comes first.